Wait, are you telling me 67% of you guys aren't subscribed? Hit the subscribe button now. Hello guys, how are we all doing? Welcome back to another predictions video. Today we are back with the Premier League predictions. I'm joined by Sophie. How you doing?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Not too bad. Looking forward to the Premier League predictions?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. Let's get straight into the Premier League predictions with the Saturday lunchtime kickoff, which is between Everton and Newcastle. And now Everton looking pretty good for maybe making the top 4 or top 6 this season. But as for Newcastle, things aren't looking good, are they, for Steve Bruce? And obviously all the Newcastle fans want him out. They're in a bad run of form. They haven't won in about 8 or 9 games. Might be about 10 actually. So I'm going to back an Everton win 2-0.
I'm going to go 3-1 Everton. I think Newcastle might get a goal because they have got some quality in players. But as a whole, they're pretty poor and they're doing really bad this season. And I think it might be time for Steve Bruce to go. And I think Newcastle fans will agree with me there. So I'm going to say 3-1 Everton. 3-1.
The next game is between Crystal Palace and Wolves. This could be interesting. There's not a lot to separate these two in the table. Wolves aren't in great form. Palace, they've put a couple of results together, but they're not in great form either. So I'm going to go down the middle, 1-1 draw.
Yeah, I'm going 1-1 as well. I do think Crystal Palace at home, they're probably going to be like a bit more of the dominating team. Wolves, again, they're a pretty solid team. I think it is going to be fairly evenly matched. Maybe a Palace win, but I can see a 1-1 playing out too.
Okay, the next one could get a bit messy. It's Manchester City versus Sheffield United. Now this is, at the time of recording this, top versus bottom, but we're recording this just before Manchester United play Sheffield United on the Wednesday. I think it's quite obviously going to be a Manchester City demolition, 4-0.
Yeah, 4-0 for me as well. I think there's going to be goals in this. And I can't see Man City conceding because they're not even conceding against good teams. And let's be honest, Sheffield United this season have been atrocious. For me, it's like dead set that they're going to go down. They've just been so poor. And Man City are in amazing form right now. Like, they're scoring goals and they're keeping quite a few clean sheets. The centre-back partnership between John Stones and Diaz is just insane at the moment. So yeah, 4-0 for me.
Okay, the next game is a massive game at the bottom. It's West Brom versus Fulham. Both teams need to get a result. Both teams are in the bottom 3. They need to get a result to close the gap. Now, Sam Allardyce has only picked up 1 win as West Brom manager, and that was away. Can he get his first home win? I'm going to say yes. 2-1 to West Brom.
I'm going to go 1-1. I think it's going to be both teams very, very cautious because obviously they're right down there. Yeah, I can't see it being like a high-scoring game, so I think 1-1 draw sounds about right for that.
Okay, the next one should be exciting. It's 2 big clubs in the country, Arsenal versus Manchester United. Now, both teams are in pretty decent form coming into this. Both teams start the season quite slow. In the reverse fixture, Arsenal picked up a 1-0 win at Old Trafford. I'm going to say a 1-1 draw between these two. Not a lot to separate them.
I could see that, but I think United are in really, really good form, so I'll say 2-1 United, just because they're in a really good moment, to be honest, and they're pushing to win the league. I think for me it's going to be between Man City and United for the league. Arsenal, yeah, they're hitting some good form, but I think United are going to be too much for them, so 2-1.
2-1. The next game is Southampton versus Aston Villa. Both teams obviously doing quite well this season. Both teams looking towards that top 6. Not a lot to separate these two again. I'm just going to lean towards Southampton with that home advantage. Southampton 1, Villa 0.
Do you know what? I'm going to say 2-1 Villa. I think Southampton are doing all right. They started very well, but they're dropping down the table now. I don't know where they're currently sitting. I think it's like 11th, isn't it?
About 10th, yeah.
Yeah, so they were top of the league how many months ago? And they were printing shirts saying top of the league. That was a bit embarrassing. But yeah, I think Villa are going to win. They're going to have a good season. They've started well. They're continuing pretty good form. So 2-1 Villa.
2-1 Villa. The next game is between Chelsea and Burnley. Now Chelsea obviously have their new manager, Tuchel, in charge for this game. I'm going to back a Chelsea win with them being at home. I think they're quite good when they're at home. Chelsea 2, Burnley 0.
Yeah, they concede goals, so I know that was under Lampard. They've got a different manager in now, but I think maybe 2-1 Chelsea. I think they're going to win, and I think Burnley, to be honest, I don't rate them. I don't really like Burnley because they play football a really weird way. They're a solid team, and they grind out results, but they're just boring to watch. I don't really like watching them, but I can see them getting a goal past Chelsea. So yeah, I'll go 2-1.
Okay, the next game's quite exciting. It's Leicester City versus Leeds United. Both teams on their day, very good. Leicester are looking towards finishing in the top 4 this season. Leeds have dipped a little bit in form, but they won in midweek against Newcastle. I'm going to call a good game here, 2-2.
I'm going to call 3-2 to Leicester. I think there's going to be goals. Leeds love conceding, they love scoring, they love conceding. And yeah, Leicester are in pretty good form. They're going under the radar slightly, but I think they'll finish top 4. The way they're going, I think they'll finish top 4. So yeah, 3-2, I think it's going to be a good game.
Okay, the next one's between West Ham United and Liverpool. Now, a few weeks ago, I'd banked on a pretty easy Liverpool win, but West Ham United's form's actually been really impressive recently. And Liverpool's form obviously dipped, and we're recording this just before they played Tottenham, so I don't know what their score was in that game. I'm going to go down the middle. West Ham 1, Liverpool 1.
Yeah, I can see that playing out. Liverpool need to start picking up wins, but it's not going to be easy against West Ham. They're doing really well as well. I don't think they're going to finish top 4. I think they are going to drop out slightly, but I think they're going to finish up there. I think maybe top 6, top 7. So it's going to be a hard game. Liverpool need to win this, but do you know what? I'm just going to go Liverpool win. I'm going to say 2-1.
2-1.
Yeah.
And the final game on the Sunday is Brighton and Hove Albion versus Tottenham Hotspur. Now, obviously Tottenham are the favourites going into this, but Tottenham sometimes slip up in a game where you wouldn't expect them to, and Brighton have drawn a lot of games this season, so I was thinking maybe 1-1. I just think Tottenham might just have a bit too much quality, so I am going to go Brighton 1, Tottenham 2.
I'm going to go 2-0 Tottenham. Yeah, Tottenham have been a bit strange. Whenever they go 1-0 up, they just seem to sit back, and then that's when they'll concede. It's just bizarre. They're a really, really good team, and Brighton they're down there this season, as I predicted. So I think, it's going to be a Tottenham win, and I think it's going to be pretty convincing. So 2-0.
2-0. That wraps up this week's Premier League predictions for the weekend, guys. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and join us next week where we'll see who got more predictions right. Thanks for joining us. Peace out.